Rip! Rip Smith!
Good old Sergeant Hoopendecker. Hi, you dirty face.
Mon capitaine, je vous aime.
Oh.
You rat. It took me years to build up dignity.
Rip Smith.
Sorry I couldn't meet you at the train. We're having exams. How's it going? The survey I did was good, huh?
Right on the nose for the whole nation.
You don't say. Well, what about this insurance thing? You're taking an awful chance, aren't you?
Well, we're going to sell some insurance if we have to.
Is that him, Mr. Hoopendecker?
Oh, yeah, sure. That's him. That's he, all right.
Jeepers. Rip Smith. That's plush. Mr. Hoopendecker said you were coming.
He did, huh?
We've been reading all about you in the basketball guide.
I'm coaching him. That's part of the training.
Nice.
He's my assistant. Mascot of the team.
Hi.
Hi, Rip.
Hey, what's going on down there? That's a nickel a look.
Gosh, it's the 9 o'clock bell. Come on, boys. Move along. Move along.
Hi, Rip.
Have you seen anybody yet?
No, I've just been walking around. I'm going over to see the mayor now.
Fine. Meet me after school at the town meeting hall. I'll introduce you to folks.
Okay. So long, dirty face. How do you do?
Very ideal. Imagine a grown man doing such a thing. No, I can't. Wait right here, please.
Thank you. Thank you.
Where'd you disappear to?
Dropped in on my old pal, Hoopendecker.
What? What's this? What goes on here?
His Honor the Mayor's in conference.
Boy, what a town. You know, all we have to do is put the decimal points in the right place and we're home.
Yeah. Let's pray these good people stay average, that they don't change.
Haven't changed in 50 years. Forget it. Forget it.
Yes, these changes will make this town. The park and the playground will be placed right here, the hospital and the nursery here, the library here, and the high school here.
As a mayor, naturally, I'm neutral, a servant of the people, but I still insist this plan's preposterous. Isn't it, Richard? Isn't it preposterous?
I'm a little tired of hearing about it. She's been coming before this council for years. It's like a filibuster. There ought to be a whatchamacallit. Law against such...
No, Lou, this is a free country. The girl has a perfect right to speak her piece.
All right, all right.
Thank you, Mr. Nickleby. And I shall continue to exercise that right at every council meeting until I drill it into your thick skulls that Grandview needs this new civic center. Oh, it's quite all right, Mr. Mayor. You're excused.
Yes, excuse me, of course. Now, what is it? What is it? You said it was important.
Oh, yes, sir. My name's Lawrence Smith. This is my associate, Mr. Sloan. We just arrived in town, and we thought perhaps that you could help us out.
Just a moment. Just a moment. Notes for visitor's diary. At 9:46, a gentleman by the name of Lawrence Smith came in. Visitors are always welcome, I said. What can I do for you? Visitors are always welcome, Mr. Smith. What can I do for you? Well, speak up, young man. Speak up.
Well, as a matter of fact, we want to open an insurance office. We thought perhaps you could recommend a real estate agent.
Mr. Smith requested that I recommend a real estate agent. You place me in a difficult position, I said. The mayor cannot show partiality. Just a moment. I'll get Lou Dickens out here. Best real estate man in town. Rest of them ain't worth a hoot and a holler.
What about the hoses? The upkeep. That means more whatchamacallit, don't it? Taxes.
Excuse me.
Now, Dick, why not approve the plan in principle and let the voters decide?
It seems to me, Ben Moody, that Mr. Nickleby's been very unselfish about this. As the leading contractor in town, he'd naturally benefit, yet...
We simply can't afford anything so ambitious.
Did it ever occur to you, Richard Nickleby, that social improvements would attract new people, new industry, new wealth, so that we could afford it?
Glad to be of, service.
Wow. Like the fellow says, thank you.
Always wanting change. Change this, change that. How big a town do you want? Well, of course I want changes. About time we got out of our swaddling clothes and grew up and made it a decent place to live in.
Changes.
I had trouble.
There goes your mathematical miracle.
No reason why my son can't do the same. When it comes to community planning, I'll trust Mr. Nickleby.
You talk as if it was the back bumper of the universe. This is a very fine community.
Of course it is. It's a beautiful community. I beg your pardon. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to butt in like this.
That's all right, young fella. Come in. Come in. What do you think of Grandview, young man? Huh? What do you think of it?
Think of it. Think of it. I've been searching for a town like this for years.
Oh, you like it, do you? Speak up, young man.
What, you know, when I got off that train this morning, I said to myself, this is it. I've just walked through your town, folks, with its shade trees and its lovely parks. I stood before your impressive buildings, mellowed with age, and I said to myself, here is a sturdy challenge to the evils of the modern era. I watched your people on the street. I felt their vitality and their sense of security.
All in less than 1 hour.
Hmm? Your children are happy. Happy. You can see it in their dear little faces and hear it in their wholesome talk. Oh, there's beauty here. It's almost indescribable. You're used to it. You're all a part of it. You take it for granted. But to me, I'd say it's a hope and a dream of a lifetime. And I too want to become a part of it. Please don't change it. Well, I'm very sorry. I didn't mean to intrude.
He's right. Absolutely right.
That makes me, what you call it, proud.
Now, that's the kind of young man this town needs.
I move we adjourn and forget all this silly nonsense about high school.
Second motion.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Meeting's adjourned.
It took a stranger to pound some sense into us.
I hope this is the last time we hear about this civic center.
You fascinate me.